Hello, welcome to day 6 of our going to ancient spaces and places and awakening ancient wisdom. I am currently lighting some sage to help cleanse the space and reconnect the energy. I have called in the beings of light to be with us and to reconnect to day 1 through day 5. The energy of what came through today was about the land, control of the land, um, kind of regaining control of the land. And Alaska came up. So I'll read the message, but there's energy to the message as well as the message. Um, so I know Alaska came up before in the work that I've done a couple times. And I think it even what the energy I really tuned into is when I undid the medical matrix. I do believe there was something in Alaska that pertained to the medical matrix. And if I remember correctly, it was a very large satellite. So they've done something to Alaska to help control the land, but I don't all know where we're going. But the energy I got was the wilderness, the animals, and how the land should be free. So I'm just lighting my sage. I know you can't see it, but this one has a hard time staying lit sometimes. So I'm just kind of getting it going really well as we come into day 6 of 13. Gonna hit the ball rolling with these. I might even do 2 in a day if I can this weekend. Boy, won't you just stay lit? Gonna keep lighting it and lighting it, and it immediately goes out. It's like, you want to. Ugh, frustrating. Okay, so as I'm lighting the sage, I've called in the energy of Creator, the angels, and all beings of light already, but I'm going to call them in again. I'm going to put up bubbles of protection far and wide, very far and wide. Um, there we go, getting it lit a little bit. Okay, so we have Saint Germain stepping forward. Archangel Gabriel has stepped forward. Michael has stepped forward. Malachi has stepped forward. Archangel Ariel has stepped forward. And the energy of Shakti and Shiva. Now, Shakti and Shiva represent all gods and goddesses. Okay, masculine and feminine and an energy combined. So they really do represent all gods and goddesses. It's like putting every single one of them into a soup pot mix, right? Just collective energy of gods and goddesses being present. So that's important for me to say. There we go. As I get some sage really going and cleaning the space with it. Cleaning the energy with it. There we go. Beautiful. Woo. And I can't see it, but I got the sage going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So we've cleansed, removing all that does not belong, all that does not align, and coming into this space. I need to get my drum. We heard it before and I'm hearing it again. Grab your drum. Okay, so again, I really don't know where we're going. Um I'm not here to say, well, Alaska came up, so that's where we're going. I don't know. But the energy that I got was the importance of the Great Lakes. So give me a second because I have to get my drum. What do you call it? Mallet? I don't know what you want to call it. Woo! It fell. behind my computer desk. So I have to climb down here and grab it really quick. Ouch. Oh. Oh, ouch. I got it. Okay. Oh, that was fun. Ooh. Ah, I was gonna knock everything over. Good thing you couldn't see me have to deal with that. That's okay. All right. So we are good. I got my drum mallet. Boy, I had to fall into the backest of back places and I had to crawl under my thing. Okay. See, can you hear it? Hope so. All right. So like I said, we have the energy of Alaska, but again, I'm not so sure if that's where we're going. I'll read the little bit of a message that came through, but been having to clear some more energies and just working on a lot of things lately. So I didn't feel like it was clear, but that could just be me second guessing. So the message that came through was connecting to the energy grid of all things. Okay. That's the first thing they said is connecting to the energy grid of all things. Now, this is layered. Okay. So let me read further on. Hearing only the call of the heart sings. Birds of wonder, animals will play. Such is the frequencies of the Alaskan wilderness. Great Northern Plains, connection to the Great Lakes. Malamute timber wolf came through, which I don't even know if they have those in Alaska. Echo, is there timber wolves in Alaska?
From thesaurus.net. Timberwolves are historically prevalent in North America, particularly in forests across Alaska, Canada, and the northern United States.
Okay. Echo, are malamutes present in Alaska?
From adoptafit.com. Alaskan malamutes hail from Alaska, where the native Mohawk Inuit people originally bred them to haul heavy freight over long distances in harsh Arctic conditions.
There we go. Okay, so those came through. Malamute and Timberwolves, and then we have control of the land, come what love breaks. Pseudoscience and broken alliance. That's what came through, okay? So I'll read it one more time. I'm like, what is this? So really, I'm not clear. I mean, Alaska's coming up, so are we going to go there? Possibly. But the message was connecting to the energy grid of all things, hearing only the call of the heart sings. Birds of wonder, animals will play, such as the frequencies of the Alaskan wilderness. Great Northern Plains, connection to the Great Lakes. Malamute, timber wolf, control of the land, come what love breaks. Control of the land, come what love breaks. Pseudoscience, a broken alliance. Okay, so that is the message, the energy of day 6, as I've called in the creator and all of the angels. So just go ahead and be present in your body, closing your eyes, using your breath to take your focus inward. And I do get the image that we are sitting outside in Alaska. So there are beautiful trees, beautiful mountains, a beautiful lake, the water so crisp and pure. I see some snow, but it's also very warm. And we're sitting on the land. So in your mind's eye, I want you to sense, feel, or know, or even maybe see, sitting in the land of Alaska, the most beautiful wilderness you've ever seen. Saint Germain is coming in, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Malachi, Ariel, and even Shakti and Shiva, accompanied with all gods and goddess energy. Beings of light, the great northern lights are above us. So all of the beautiful rays of light are swirling in the sky above us as we're sitting in our mind's eye in Alaska, in the most beautiful wilderness you've ever seen. There's mountains, there's water, there's trees, and there's the timber wolf and malamutes too. There's birds of prey. circling birds of wonder. As we bring our energy into this place, we have called forth all energies from day 1 through day 5 to join us today, from Mesopotamia to the great Tibetan temples, to Peru, the beautiful caves. And even the 3 pyramids of Giza, which was shockingly, mind-blowingly beautiful. All coming into play everywhere we've gone, everywhere we've traveled. Just bring your presence into stillness, our presence into the here and the now. Great northern plain connection. And I feel the crystalline grid beneath our feet, beneath our tushy on the earth. So just see yourself, sense, feel, be, or know that you are sitting on the earth of the great Alaskan wilderness, the northern hemisphere, the great northern plains. The crystalline grid is sending up energy from the earth all the way up into us individually and collectively. Beautiful bubbles of light are coming around us, each one of us separately, and one bubble of light connecting to the energy dome around us, filled with the light of God. Also have called in the north, to the east, to the south, to the west, and the west back to the north. Anchored in the most highest divine love, light, connection, and support. So there are northern plain tribes here. So I see lots of ancestral lineage here. Great tribes of the northern plains, ancestors that walked this land many, many, many moons ago. So we're starting to go backwards in time a little bit as we are connecting deeply to this space. Archangel Michael is coming around and cleansing our energy, cleansing our chakras, cleansing our auric field. Sorry, I have to check my phone to make sure it isn't my landlord. We had a massive storm come in and a lot of rain hit and our windows were leaking. So I had to let them know. All right. So I see we are being surrounded by ancestors. These are tribes of the land. They look Native American. They look darker skinned, black hair. They're wearing specific clothing, almost like headdresses, but even a little more different. Lots of fur, leather. Beings of the land, walkers of the land. They called themselves walkers of the land. We walk on 2 legs. Walkers of the land. Walkers of the land, the Indo, walkers of 2 legs of the land. Many animals roam this space. They considered themselves equal to them. Great walkers of the land. Some fly, some roam, freedom, but they respected each other. balance of the earth and life. Go, 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 wow. Go, 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 wow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So all of these beings are walking in towards us and around us, like we're sitting in the middle. And I see a beautiful like campfire right in the center, and the most beautiful rays of light in the heavens above, up in the sky above us. And it's nighttime, but it's also very bright because of the light rays. It looks like the northern star, but pinks and blues and greens and yellows and purples. Walkers of the land, walkers of the land, walkers of the land. You see, they considered themselves equal to the animals, sharing the earth for the purpose of life, food, warmth, shelter, sunshine, growth, nurture, nature. They were the upright walkers. So I'm getting images that I was trying to ignore, but why would I do that? They're of alien spaceships. And they would come in the sky. They wanted them to change the way they did things. They became alliances. They developed alliances at perceived connections of benefit. And I say perceived because they really only benefited one side. You give us use of your land. We will bring technology that will blow your mind. Dayan, 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 but you see, the walkers of the land, they respected the land. They respected the earth for what she gave them. And they kept everything in benefit and balance, a give and take, a balance, a give and take, a nurture and nature, and nurture and nature and nurture each other. And these beings of beautiful big ships that fly in the sky, wanted use of our land. And some of the elders gave them permission, thinking that we would grow, that we would have something we didn't have. And in truth, we didn't need it. But see, some knew that it would throw off the balance of the land. See, these beings weren't from here before. They were from somewhere else. Beings of a different land, of a different earth, of a different world. A different planet, even a different galaxy. Then I get the image of infiltrating the land. they didn't quite respect the balance of the land. It was a take and a take and a take and a take and a rearrangement that served no man. Untayo, tayo, tayo, And of course, the Akasha Records it's in play right now. So there's some water in Alaska. Or something's underneath it. That throws off the ecosystem of man. But this alliance, this allegiance, sparked new things on earth that man could not handle. Greed, power, control, division. A division ensued. I feel like it was toxicity to the land, lots of toxicity to the land, because they're bringing things that don't align with the atmosphere of the earth at the time. There are things in Alaska hidden beneath the sand, hidden beneath the waterways, hidden in plain sight. Hidden control of the land. So this goes back in time, but also to the now. Hidden control of the land is being exposed, being exposed, being exposed. As I draw up the light from the core of the earth to draw through the land here and cleanse the water to nurture the soul, the animal soul. There is a soul in Alaska that belongs to the walkers of earth. So we're returning the sun back to this land. And some is called no man's land. Listen to the words. No man's land. So they talk about CERN and control of the weather, and I will say it's headquartered in Alaska. Regaining control of the land, the earth, the wind, the water, the water, the water, what's hidden beneath the sand, the sand, the sand. Compadre, no man's land, no man's land, no man's land, no man's land. Kumbalo wild, Kumbalo wild, wild, wild. So I'm also bringing in the Northern Star, the Great Northern Star. It's like I'm going back in time and I'm undoing this alliance. I feel like it controls part of the weather, the land alignment, the weather patterns, the no man's land. I keep hearing no man's land in Alaska, no man's land. There is something there. Things are hidden in plain sight. Yakataya Wadayata Unto Yakataya Lavayata Unto Yakataya Lavayata Unto Yata Unto Walayanta Yaya Vayala Kunto Aya Yavayalayo Yawalayata Wanta Yalayata Unkuwalayata. So we have three beings of light stepping forward for each of us, and they're cleansing our heart chakra center, cleansing our energy. They're purging some of our energy at this time, and we're going to connect to this land of no man's land. And we're going to bring down the light from above. We're going to bring down the light from above. We're going to bring down the light from above. And we're going to flood it with love, 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 flood it with love. We're gonna bring man back to no man's land. CERN. I keep hearing CERN. CERN. I've never really looked into it. I've heard it through the bits and pieces through the world, through the grapevine, but I really didn't know. It's in Alaska. It's in Alaska, hidden beneath the snow. Look to no man's land. And when I undid the medical matrix, there was a satellite in Alaska that connected the frequency, would send signals. So they would control mankind, the mind of man, the mind of the walkers. There's also a hidden frequency wall that controls the land. They're calling it the CERN thingy, the CERN, and it like controls things. Hidden behind the wall, in the water you seek, there's hidden things beneath the sea. Excuse me. Weird. So I'm currently connecting to the heartbeat of the earth, of Gaia. And I'm disconnecting, CERN. Disconnecting. So this is an alien technology. This came from spaceships above and the walkers and an alliance. That pseudoscience. Alliance. You know how they talk about reptilians? Yeah, these are beings that didn't belong here. So they gained control of the land, the weather, the mind, the weather, the land. Because if they scramble your thought patterns, if they scramble your DNA, you have a hard time understanding what's happening around you. You have a hard time seeing clearly to all that is. See, Mount Shasta was a false matrix foundation. But here in Alaska, this is truly the mind creation of control. CERN is control of the mind. They control what you see in the skies. They control what you see in the land. They control from this space. From Alaska, it's spread out to a couple other places that connect. But this is the hub of CERN. It's hidden behind the wall of illusion. It's hidden under the water, confusion. And it changes the frequency. So I see like this wall of false vibration. It's like a weird frequency weapon. CERN, they keep saying CERN. So we're going to use the crystalline grid, the rays above. Bring it all through in time to New Earth align. And it does not match the vibration. And it has a karmic kickback. It will scramble their minds. So there's something like a black pyramid there as well. It's a portal of this alliance hidden through time. But I see it like black. It just looks black. They're right. My job was not done. I'm super dizzy, but I feel like this pyramid in Alaska, it's like a black pyramid. It's in no man's land. It's about no man's land, connected to no man's land, something about no man's land. And then there's something behind like this wall, the ice wall. And then in the water, the treasure's hidden, the water, things are hidden in the water. And these things affect the land. It's affecting the frequency of the land. And this is part, and so in the WHO, there was like this big, large satellite. It's all connected. It's part of it. And that was from the medical undoing, the matrix, the medical matrix undoing. And so it's part of control. It's part of mind control. It's part of body function control. And so they have this thing where it like, they throw waves out and they can affect the weather, but it also affects the body, your cell, your frequency, the brain, your functioning capacity. So it's like a weapon. And they can see through all things. So this is how they have knowledge through access, through Christ consciousness. But it wasn't their consciousness. They hijacked it. And also the earth is connected to God, you see. So we will scramble this. And it's like the pyramid is strange because I'm not activating this pyramid. I'm almost like imploding it. I'm cutting off the frequencies here from theirs. And I'm realigning it to man's land, not no man's land, to man's land, to the land of God, the land of the walkers, the land of the 2, the 4, the flyers, the walkers, of God. So there's this CERN thing, and it's like this satellite connection, and it's like this weird frequency. It's almost like looking into a glass ball, like a crystal ball. Access through mind control, through the globe of consciousness. That's what they did. But they told them that it was an alliance that would benefit both the walkers and these beings. And they flew in, they came in above them. And they embedded themselves in the land. And they created like this dome. It looks like a crystal ball. And they can see, they can send out waves of energy like through satellites, right? Kind of a thing. It's really weird. It's really weird. There is a karmic kickback, and I see it affects the animals as well. It affected the water, the animals, shifted planes. So I'm like breaking down this illusion, bringing it all back into the now. So it's affecting our DNA, our cellular structure. So those beings of light are healing our connection, disconnecting all of mankind through their cellular structure. It's in our cells, it's in our DNA. If you think vaccines are what they say they are, think again. There are hidden connections all over the world that connect them to you. They were changing the DNA of man and taking no man's land for that of their own. There's a reason they call it no man's land. This is weird. I don't know the alignment to all of this at all. I've never been there. I don't know. Well, that's most of what I do anyways. So the beings of light are going into our cellular structure and they're unscrambling the scramble, if that makes sense. Through the trees, unscrambling the scramble. Some trees are not real trees. Part of why they cut down all the powerful trees of the land, the big redwood trees, the big beautiful trees of our existence, is because they wouldn't allow the scramble as clear. There were also dinosaurs that roamed this place. Of course, they weren't considered dinosaurs, they were just considered walkers. There's a huge like burial ground up there. So I'm taking that black pyramid and instead of activating it, I'm like deactivating it. I'm picking it up and turning it to the left. And it cuts off this signal. It's like a portal. CERN, undone. CERN, I don't know anything about CERN, but I keep hearing CERN undone. Cutting it out of the crystalline grid, cutting it out of mankind, and returning the land to the walkers. It is all man's land. I think they're saying consider it an eviction notice. Some of the water just turned black around this area. And we're just healing it out of our cellular structure. So I'm getting like really dizzy and weird. And it's really hard to be present in anything that I'm doing right now. So just be for a moment and allow this to work through you. I feel super weird. Super weird. They're unscrambling the scramble through all the cellular structure of man, but also to that of the earth. So they use the trees somehow as well. And these weird satellite things that are not just on Earth, but up in the sky. And whenever they would need to, they would send a signal, a wave of energy that would like scramble. I think I said something like that when I undid the medical matrix as well. It's outside of the mind capacity. It's like mind blowing, honestly. And of course, everything has to happen through free will. So they got the walkers of the land to agree to an alliance that wasn't really an alliance that served our side, just theirs. Threw the earth off, and then they began to manipulate the earth frequency more. So changing weather, changing things to suit their way of life, but not necessarily God's life and earth. These are parts of weapons of mass destruction, they're calling it. But it's in our cellular structure. So I just have to give it a moment to process this. It's like unscrambling the scramble. That's the best thing I can say. There's some pyramid there. They call it the black. I don't know. It's like a black. It looks black. And its connection to CERN. And there are beings that aren't originated from Earth. Some are in the water, and some are behind this wall, the ice wall. CERN. They're saying it's CERN. And what they're showing me CERN is like a big looking glass, like this big crystal ball, where they can look into it, and through the connection they created, they can see all things. They can see what we're doing. They can put out illusions, confusions, make you think you're seeing something you're not as well. That's what this had the power to do. It's complete mind control. It's a weapon of mass destruction, and it would manipulate Earth frequencies as well. And it's just like cutting off a grid. It's just like canceling a grid energy system. And then I'm bringing the crystalline grid back into the land. So the God, the sun and the moon, the northern star energy back into the land. And I will begin healing the land. And it's also healing our cellular structure, DNA, whatever is needed to heal. Our eyes, our ears, our senses were dumbed, like they were numbed down. Pure mind control. They would numb it down, and they would make us see things that weren't there sometimes, or they would create situations, scenarios, weather patterns, and things, all for their own benefit and manipulation centers. Ah. Headquarters of CERN, I guess. Returning the walkers, the ancestors, to the land. The animals, the walkers, all the animals, the man, right? They call it no man's land. I don't know why. They don't want man there. And then it's like, I remember I said the water turned black, so their connection to the water is being tainted. And there is a karmic kickback. So we have to hold space to allow this to unscramble the scramble. That's the best way I could say it, through our system and through that of Earth. So it's like our tissue connecting to Earth's tissue and unscrambling their scramble, and then allowing the rays of God, of Creator, of light, allowing the crystalline grid to just flood this space. And removing this weird dark. It looks black, like black in the water. This weird pyramid they're calling a black pyramid. There's a portal, and it's been cut off, like turned off, deactivated. And it will be destroyed. It will not remain. But the energy of the earth is healing here. So the earth will begin healing here. And returning man to the land, returning the walkers, all walkers, to the land in which they belong. And correcting the weather patterns here. It's almost like this big burn scar, but it's like ice. Something about CERN. And then also cutting out the blueprint. So it's like undoing it from history. History undone. Great rewind. Great reset of mankind. It'll be removing it out of the knowing of New Earth. And then this area will be green again and filled with blues and light, just pure light, and God's earth, the walkers' land, land of the walkers, the whole land. So the weather will shift. Land of the Great Lakes, something about Great Lakes, return of the Great Lakes. I see water just coming in again and nurturing this space, nurturing the animals, nurturing life the way it should. There is a lot of like energy of gods here. It's just weird. It feels weird, discombobulating, quite honestly. Like I can't quite wrap my head around it. Literally. Literally. Can't wrap my head around it. So returning man back to the land. All walkers, not just man, but all walkers. That's what they called them. And then I see a celebration. It's like undoing that alliance that was created many, 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 many moons ago and bringing everything into the new earth, into the now. And it will be erased from the blueprint of the reset. So I'm just going to anchor all of this in, and we can just return to seeing ourselves sitting on the beautiful land. Just the beautiful land of this area, all the greens and blues, the water, just the animals. You can hear the animals and the beautifulness. Just you can smell this place. Like it's just so beautiful. Nature-esque. And I see the northern star return and help align, and the moon and the sun, the crystalline grid, all of it just filling this place. And then the beautiful rays, the cosmic rays, just amplifying the frequency here. And they're like considered an eviction notice. Returning the walkers back to the land for what they called no man's land. Something to do with the Black Pyramid, something to do with CERN. Everything to do with CERN. And the illusions they would play. One of the great weapons of mass destruction. So the beings, the gods, all of the things are just providing this shift. They're helping us with this shift. They're helping undo this energy. It's working through the cellular structure and the DNA and the water. So it's also connected to the earth water, the water within us, tissues. It's like we are all connected. And that's what it's working through. So I want you to just allow yourself to integrate, to be present in this space and time. We're going to not end this. It's going to carry forward into day 7 tomorrow. And then this weekend, I'm going to just pop them out 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just going to pop out 2 a day, probably Saturday and Sunday. Unless Spirit says otherwise. All right. So just bring yourself to the now. When you feel like you're ready and you feel like this one's ended for you, go ahead and open your eyes again. We are not ending. We are just anchoring in. We're carrying it forward. So everything's being carried forward and undone, unprocessing through the blueprint of the heart, the map of the heart, the map of New Earth. So really quickly, I want to look up Black Pyramid of Alaska, and I also want to look up No Man's Land and then CERN. Oh, shit. The Black Pyramid in Alaska is often associated with the geological formation known as the Black Pyramid, located in the Chugach Mountains. The Black Pyramid is a prominent peak characterized by its dark, steep cliffs. It is a part of the large mountain range and features rugged terrain and glacial landscapes. Situated in the eastern part of the Chugach Mountains near the town of Girdwood. Accessible for hiking and outdoor activities through conditions can be challenging. The area is known for its natural beauty and attracts hikers, climbers, and nature enthusiasts. Local indigenous cultures may have historical ties to the region, though specific cultural references to the Black Pyramid are limited. Holy shnikes. The Black Pyramid of Alaska. It's an underground pyramid of Alaska, the Great Underground Pyramid of Alaska, which is much larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza, is located underground in the Alaskan desert. Wow. Man went to Alaska to look for the Black Pyramid and went missing. Oh. From a 1992 Chinese underground nuclear test recorded a grainy pyramid-shaped spot of interference 700 feet below the surface of interior Alaska. So I told you it was like underneath, hidden beneath the sand. The secret pyramid of Alaska, forgotten monolith of the north, dark pyramid or the black pyramid. Holy shnikes, it's real. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Alaskan Triangle, the Dark Pyramid, and Violent something or other. Maybe hiding an extraterrestrial pyramid. Oh my God. Strange forces within the Alaskan Triangle are making wildlife more aggressive. Oh my God, I just got so many chills. Okay. This is actually, you can Google this. So the Dark Pyramid of Violent Nature. Extraterrestrial pyramids, strange forces within the Alaskan Triangle are making wildlife more aggressive towards humans. Holy shnikes. Okay, so I want to look up CERN now. The European Organization for Nuclear Research is one of the world's largest and most respected centers for scientific research. International organization which operates the world's largest particle physics laboratory. I'm going to say CERN in Alaska. Oh, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, HARP, is a University of Alaska Fairbanks program which researches the ionosphere. Oh my God, the highest ionized part of Earth's atmosphere. So it's HARP. To begin largest set of experiments. Oh. It studies the upper atmosphere. They call it HARP. Oh my God, Alaska's Mind Control Lab. Look, I'm going to share this really quick because I'm like mind blown right now. That's what I said. They call it mind control. It's the mind control. Calling all conspiracy theorists Alaska's Mind Control Lab. Hosting an open house, depending on who you ask. HARP can control minds, weather, and even earthquakes. Wow. I said it was kind of like satellites too. They had like these weird satellites. Oh my God, I feel dizzy. For years, scientists studying the upper reaches of the atmosphere have turned to a remote Alaskan facility known as the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, HARP. Well, they're calling it CERN. One of the world's most powerful transmitter facilities. Transmitter array has provided information about some of the most basic natural processes that occur at the edge of the atmosphere, but conspiracy theories about its motives have long plagued the facility. Now, in an attempt to dispel some of those wild ideas, the researchers who run the station are holding an open house. Nestled in the mountains nearly 250 miles south of Fairbanks. Been blamed for everything from earthquakes to the destruction of the space shuttle Columbia. Some conspiracy theorists say it's an experimental weapon. That's what Spirit just said, is a weapon of mass destruction that can control the weather, while others say it's a tool for mass mind control. Oh my gosh. Massive instrument made up of 100 large antennas sprawling over 33 acres. Wow. Add that to its remote location and that fact that it was built on as a joint project involving the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. And you've got a recipe for a device that conspiracy theorists can blame just about anything on. I want to like I'm like shocked right now, although I don't know why I would be shocked because um this is normal for this work, isn't it? Okay, it's always mind-blowing. I want to see CERN's connection to HARP because Spirit didn't say HARP, they called it CERN. They said it's the hub of CERN. There's a HAARP. CERN and HARP. I want to see what happens. That is trippy. HARP, the most powerful ionosphere heater on Earth. 7 things you didn't know about CERN and the strange world. Oh, they're kind of the same. The ultimate CERN and HARP weather effects. CERN HARP are creating really weird and wacky weather patterns all around the world. They have directional systems in place to direct their energy. So didn't I say it connects to other places? There's no technology that could have caused Arctic blasts. HARP or CERN causing the Arctic blast. They're connected. I feel like HARP is the hub. Conspiracy theories are that's what Spirit said is that's the hub of CERN. Whoa. CERN and HARP differences. Serve different scientific purposes and operate in distinct fields. Focuses on particle physics research, operates the Large Hadron. Spirit didn't disconnect them. They said that the one in Alaska is the hub of CERN. Ionospheric phenomena located in Gacona, Alaska. Radio wave propagation and potential applications. So they're connected. So one is like the lower particles and one is the upper. Effects on communication. Wow. Well, that's what we did today. So in the message, the channeled message they gave me, they said the animals came up, right? They said the animals, connection to the Great Lakes, the Great Plains, the Great Northern Plains. And then they said control of the land, come what love breaks. Pseudoscience, a broken alliance. So, wow. Healthcare. I feel like this is deeply also connected to undoing the medical matrix. It is. There's a connection. So one is fundamental physics and one is atmospheric science, and they're connected. They work together. So CERN uses particle accelerators and HARP employs high frequency radio transmitters. So to think they're separate and they work against each other or outside of each other is false. Spirit kept calling the one in Alaska not HARP, but CERN. So, and I didn't know anything else. So why wouldn't that be more accurate? So they are definitely, they said it was the hub of CERN. The one in Alaska is the hub of CERN. They said the Black Pyramid, which I don't think I've ever really paid any attention to that or really thought it was anything in particular at all. Like this is all really new to me. And they kept saying buried beneath the land, beneath the sand, beneath the water, and behind the Great Wall. So it's all there. Black Pyramid, HARP, CERN. I am mind blown. All right. Well, that was day 6 of awakening ancient wonders and hidden spaces, right? Hidden wisdom. Yeah. I'm excited for day 7. I will see you later.